Because anyone who's making money, one way or another, knows something you don't know. There's a lesson everywhere. So when you interact with someone who's rich, you have to say enough to convince him to talk, but don't talk too much yourself. The more you talk about your own business and how you do things, the more time you've wasted. You already know your own business. You already know how you do things. Maybe if you're asking him directly for feedback, yeah, I do this, what do you think of this? But if you're bragging, blah, blah, and I'm this, and I turn over this, da-da, you're just wasting time. Let other people talk. Learn from other people who are making money. Even if they're in an industry which is completely different to yours, it doesn't make a difference. Shut up and listen because somebody knows something. Even Dan, who I ran T2 with, Dan was a crackhead. Dan taught me shitloads about advertising and shitloads about sales. He taught me loads of things. This guy's got a fucking coke problem. He's out of his mind and he taught me things. There's nobody you cannot learn from. You can learn from anybody who understands anything about either sales or making money. So be prepared to shut the fuck up when you interact with these people and sit and listen and adopt it. Be super prepared. Next. I'll tell you another little thing we did at T2 actually. Something just came to my mind. We had T2 and we had another company called Angel. I was 20, I was a dick. I don't know why I called it Angel TV. So we had another company called Angel TV. And what we do is, we'd pitch TV companies as normal. And if we ever had a company which was really close to doing it, but for some reason just wouldn't go over the edge, wouldn't buy, then we'd call them up and pitch them from Angel for a tiny bit of a discount. So let's say we're pitching someone at 19 grand, we're trying to get them, they won't do it. Then we call them up from Angel and say, hi, we have a one-time special offer, 18,000. And try and close them that way, even though there was no profit in it. But the point is, that's another little thing you consider, another little business tip. If you have a company like that, if you have a partner, a business partner, or you have some members of staff that they perhaps wouldn't interact with if they're talking to you in the initial organization, if you're really trying to get this order and you just can't get it in, you can always try and pitch as some other company and take the business that way. I know a lot of people who are doing that, I won't say who, in lots of different industries, who are coming along, trying to close the business, closing a lot, but those stubborn motherfuckers are coming along with another company and scooping them up. Keep that in mind. It's something else you can write down and think about. We'll come back to Angel later on in your university curriculum. Next, attention is free advertising. So you need to get good at getting some attention somehow. I get attention because I'm the Don. But you need to find a way to get attention because all advertising is buying attention, which is fine. But buying attention is more expensive than getting attention for free. And when I say for free, I mean free financially. Getting attention is still going to take time with your money. But you need to find a way to get attention. I think you already understand this. You already understand viral marketing, no such thing as bad press, blah, blah, blah. But finding a way to get attention is a fantastic way to start generating money. Now, what most people do is, you see a lot of people, they find ways to get attention, but they don't monetize it. So for this, I'm going to put in an example of my Star Wars thread. We're going to start putting it on the screen now. When you look at my Star Wars thread, I said something that pissed off the nerds. You can see I pissed off the nerds. It started to go viral, started to get traction. And for every single tweet afterwards, all I'm trying to do is promote my website. I'm doing it in a funny way. I'm doing it in a way that annoys them. I'm doing it in a way that's going to get some interaction. But I'm still trying to promote my website from start to finish. That is the end goal. Get attention and then do not be afraid to shamelessly sell. But you have to find a way to get some attention first. Now, that's not easy in the modern world because everybody's vying for each other's attention. Especially on the internet. Everyone is competing for attention. But attention is key. So finding a way to do it is important. I had a guy who had this is the most simple, stupid example, but it's true. It's one of these guys in Romania and they wrap cars and they're in an industrial estate. And he painted the entire side of his wall with a huge mural, like a spray paint mural of a car being wrapped. And I said to him, that was badass, how much did it cost? He goes, it cost me $3,000, but it's increased my business big time. I've made all my money back big time. I was like, why? He goes, people look at it when they drive past and then they see it's artistic, it's creative, and they want to work with us. He got attention. He fucking painted his wall. But anything it takes to get attention. If you have a sign on your company, is the sign big and bright and bold enough? Probably not. There's no such thing as bad attention. In the world we live in now, we live in an attention economy. If you have lots of attention, you can turn that into money. If you have no attention, you're not going to have any money. We're in an attention economy. You don't even need good ideas now. YouTube has proved attention economy. You have fucking morons out there doing nothing on vlogs, talking shit and being complete losers. But because people watch it, because they get attention, they're millionaires. Attention is the currency of the modern world. So if you're going to start any kind of business, one thing you need to consider is, we talked earlier about money in, all your money out. This is your only real business, the money in. And how you don't want to be investing any of your money in anything that doesn't lead back to here. If you can see that bottom one there. But you know what's going to lead to this? You know what's going to increase the number of sales coming in? Attention. Attention is key. Attention is going to accelerate everything. So you need to keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to do things that are a little bit crazy to get people to pay attention to you. Now, obviously, I'm not saying join ISIS or something stupid to get attention. Keep it in mind. But attention is the currency. Attention is the magic formula, that the catalyst that's going to take any company and blow it up fast. So keep that in mind when you're looking to launch your company or you're already running your company. Does my company get enough attention? No. Okay, so which company in my industry does get attention? This one. How do they get it? Oh, well, they pay for advertising, or for example, or they did this viral campaign, or they sponsored this. How are the people taking the attention that you want? How can you get the attention? Find a way. If you have to go and run a marathon dressed as a fucking dinosaur with your company name on the back, then go do it. It's effectively free and it's good for you. Don't be lazy. You have to do something to get some attention. Attention is the key. That's going to be the difference between a failed business and a successful business. Even with the cam girls. People say to me all the time, cam girls, that's not real business. Girls just get naked and they just make money. No, that's not true. Girls used to say, oh, what, you just get naked and you get money. No, it's not like that at all. Making money as a cam girl is difficult. It's a real business. How many girls are online right now? 100,000 maybe? You're trying to compete with all those titties and pussy. It all looks the same effectively, tits and pussy. It's all the same. How do you compete with that? How do you get the attention of men when they have so many choices? They can click, scroll through all the titties. So how do you get the attention? So as a cam girl, with all my cam girls I was training, we would have meetings. How do we get attention? And that's why all these girls do like cosplay and dress up as video game characters, differentiation, anything it takes to get attention. So the cam girl industry is completely an attention industry. You have to find a way to get attention. You have to think about it. So with the cam girls, we did lots and lots of different things. Very small things that made a big difference. Remembered customers' names, remembered the names of their pets, paid attention to them, said hello when they came in the room, called them by their first name, so they all felt valued, so they kept coming back to try and build some loyal followers. Made sure that their thumbnail, when they broadcasted, they had a little thumbnail. So their thumbnail, when they broadcasted, was a really hot one, so they looked good. So people would, oh, that thumbnail looks interesting, click on it. Make sure their room was interesting, a few things in the background, da-da-da-da-da. Basic advertising stuff, but it's all the business of getting attention. Don't forget that, super, super important. Right, next, coming on from the cam girl thing, play on people's insecurities. So I made lots of money with cam girls, and in 3 days from the filming of this, I'm opening my first casino. People have vices and people have insecurities, and if you can find a way to twist them, you're gonna make money. People can't help but lose their money in casinos. The house always wins. People like tits and ass, and they're desperate to have a hot girl. That's why they talk to cam girls. So even if you're running a business which is very traditional, let's say you're running clothing, people like to feel good looking and attractive. You have to twist that angle. You have to put something on the angle so that people go, you know what, I want to be attractive. I want to be good looking. I want to be seen as important. That's what all these brands do. When Porsche and Mercedes, they advertise as a businessman. Mr. Businessman, getting in his car, has his briefcase, Mr. Business. He's important. You're not important. You're not a Porsche. You're a nobody. You're a loser. You have to play to people's insecurities. The cam business was the #1 for this. Play to people's insecurities and promise with your product that everything's going to be better. So I'll give you an example. So with the cam girls, guys would come along. The guys who are talking to the cam girls can't really get girls, obviously, because otherwise they wouldn't be there. So they can't really get girls. But our cam girl would tell them that they could get girls, or that they could get them. So let's say the guy would come along and say, oh, so what kind of guys do you like? The cam girl would describe that guy. And this is something I had to train my girls to do, because girls are so stupid. So like literally a fat old man would come along and say, what kind of guys do you like? And she'd be like, young, fit, Italian men, or something dumb. And obviously he'd be like, well, that's not me. So